You look at this resolution. This resolution is so bad. You look at this resolution. This resolution is so bad. You look at this resolution. Oh, where do I get voice? Oh, okay. I'm cold. Let's see. I'm really not even supposed to be. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, gosh. So I'm like, should I have went live on what you call? I'm having a fat day. Child, I gotta update this thumbnail. I'm having a fat day. I need some nair. It is a lot. It is a lot. It's a whole lot. Not even gonna lie. I'm fixing a live stream right now. So bear with me. This can't do a bunch of things at once, especially on this stupid Zoom. It's just like 1 minute I feel like Zoom is the best thing. And then they show me they're not. So let me see. Oh, hi guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope the resolutions looks okay to y'all because this is a mess. This is a mess for me and I can't stand it. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to get into this. Prepared. I'm live. And I'm obviously no. But I was like, I gotta talk about this because I'm gonna be like still talking about it until I go to bed, even if it's to myself. It's just gonna happen. So let me finish. Fixing it. I know it's taking me so long. First of all, I was trying to change the resolution to 1080p. And I just paid for Zoom. I should find out about this stuff before I subscribe to these things. But at least it's not like getting that color eye surgery. Oh my gosh. Why the man got the color eye surgery? And then he was like, he was like, wow, it's amazing. Is it permanent? He said, is it permanent? Stop. This is when y'all gotta stop. Okay. All right. Now that's settled. Oh, and I ain't put the hashtags or nothing in. I guess I'll do it later. So Blueface is home. We're waiting on this. We're waiting on this. We're waiting on this. I just can't help. Oh gosh. I can't help but to feel like I want to cry like for his mom. Like I'm just gonna show you guys what he has done to his face. All I can think of is if it were my son, I'm just like, Carlissa must cry. She must cry a lot. Um, over him, right? And then I speak to my husband who's into this thing. Um, he's had his time with management, I would say. And so this is okay, so let me make sure. Oh, people in the chat. Nice name. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been there for a long time. On here. I'm trying to make sure y'all okay. Are we okay? Good. So can they see what I can see? I'm over here. I'm all the way up there in the corner. Zane be lying. Uh, that's a shame. Okay, let me see what they trying to say. Is they saying I'm in the corner? I said side by side. Oh, I see what I did. Oh, whatever. Oh well, it's fine. Long as part of your face so showing so they can't say that you're not reacting. So this is a mess. I feel like crying. I feel like if I was his mom, I would cry. Because what he's done to his face. Stop it. Look at them. Look, look, look. This is like, so has he turned himself into a meme? Okay, I don't want to, I don't even want to start there. I thought this was the video that showed him when he first came home because he actually came home yesterday, right? That's his first day home. Carlissa had made the post. Your daddy took them pillows off the bed, didn't it? Didn't he? Yeah, because it's the same thing, kind of like with, it's not the same thing, kind of like with military, but maybe it is where the beds are like hard. I remember when, oh, thank you. Oh, listen, I earned this ring. That's right. Okay. I've been through a lot. Okay. I am happily proud to be a married woman. Thank you, Jesus Christ. And it is a blessing, especially nowadays. But in any event, this is horrific. This is horrific what he's done. Anyway, he's come home yesterday. Callissa's mom, Calissa made the post. She said, your daddy threw all those pillows off the bed, didn't he? And because it's like with the military, I feel like the beds are like hard, and oh gosh, the way my son described the military, thank the Lord he's not ever been in prison a day in his life, but the prison they put him in his mind, I would say he had his fair share. And so I had tried to put a sheet on him when he came home uh, from the military. And he was just, visiting before he went off to get this place. And I walked past him on the couch and put the, and then he's boom, threw it off. I'm like, so when she said that, oh, so it's almost a shame because it's like she knows like what prison is like for men. She's heard it a lot. I cannot help but to feel like, and I've said this before, and I'm not trying to like be this way, but I cannot help to feel like that, because Carlos has other children. So I can't help but to feel like that she literally made Blueface the sacrifice of this family as far as, you know, the meal ticket. I just feel like she nurtures the other two children that aren't in the limelight. But perhaps that's where and why she's making up for it being a grandmother, because she knows, she definitely sees now that, you know, standing behind your children uh in their dreams and ideas, um, while I know isn't always the best thing. You know, I'm gonna get to that. Sometimes you can you just can't be a yes man. You can't be a yes man, you can't be a yes man, especially when it comes to your children, because literally this can happen. I would be heartbroken enough if my son did this to his face, right? Because you take care of your children from babies and they're babies and you watch them get all big. And the only thing that's really consistent, right, is their skin, right? Their eyes, the same little eyes. I just, uh, yeah. So I think that his, oh gosh, this hurts me so bad. Because she says that Chrisean is a snitch, by the way. Do you want me to say allegedly? I can't do that because she literally sat here and said all this stuff about Bino. These were real things, though, that if he's really on probation, that can really get him caught up, which I have to say, and this is what I commented on the other in the comment on another person's channel, which, by the way, if what she said is true, then that would kind of mean that what he said was true then too. Because then why would she feel like, oh, you telling my business? I'm gonna tell yours. And in the same way where what he's saying could get her in legal trouble with the, Child Protective Services, this what she's saying could get him in legal trouble. So it leads us to believe, well, which that they're both true. And to both of their credit, there is no proof of either one that the baby actually fell on the floor and she didn't do anything. We don't have proof of that, but we do, from what we see, we can ascertain that she is not being the best mother to that child. We don't have to make up things about her. It's enough from what we can see. Um, and I had said Chrisean was a snitch. I brought that up because remember Chrisean said that Blueface is on drugs for a long time in prison, and that's the reason why he wasn't coming home. She said that Blueface was been, yeah. She said that Blueface was been supposed to come home because like in April was this time and this literally is it was pretty a while ago. Um, but every time that they went to go check his surroundings and things, he was you know, they found drugs. They always found drugs. And so it's just like, well, you're telling us this. So that's snitching. You're telling you so we can surmise that you do this. So I think that that's the reason for the bloating in his face. I do. I think that it could be something like that, or it could be a tooth. It could be a tooth. He was in prison. Maybe he decided that he didn't want to go through any dental procedures there. Um, but it is this one particular side, so that makes me feel like it is a tooth. It could be some sort of a oh gosh, what are these things called? I literally just worked for doctors. I'm not a doctor, and I work for so many and so many different healthcare specialties, and dermatology wasn't one of them. Damn it, man. A cyst. It could be a cyst. Because I think this is something I can't say that, but I have seen a herpes on it before. So I mean, if you get those enough, if they're frequent, then you can get little cysts and things. So it could be there. It's definitely on his gum. And I mean it's big, so that could be it could be a dental thing. You spend that long time. I don't know that they get regular teeth cleanings. So, and who knows? You get commissary, you get whatever you want in commissary and whatever they have could have been a bunch of sugar. Goodness gracious. It could be that or um, I think, oh gosh, a part of this, so it's that or drugs. Um, but he's gotten all these tattoos. And it started to make him look like Pennywise. And let me see. So I was thinking, is it possible that some people, let me make sure I'm still here. Um, yeah, is it possible that people in the prison said, "Hey, you know, you're starting to look like Pennywise. Why don't you just cut your face so that you look more like him?" You know what I'm saying? Because he's turned into a whole meme. So, and he is big as hell. You just get to eat and work out in prison. So I think that definitely, hopefully he stopped enough of the drugs to come home because he is home now. So that's good. Um, let's see.
Still a nigga. Dead on me. Still a nigga. 2 years later. Still a nigga. Dead on me. Follow me before I go private. That's all I gotta say. Follow me before I go private.
2 years later, dead always.
Still a nigga. Dead on me. Still a nigga. 2 years later.
Don't say I'm
Still a
still a
nigga.
nigga. Dead
Dead on me.
homies.
Follow me before I go private. That's all I gotta say. Follow me
Oh yeah,
before I
so
go
he's gonna
private.
he's gonna make his page private. So I was thinking, oh gosh. And I'm gonna say live homies, live homies, live homies, live homies. It's too many dead homies. Live homies. Um, oh gosh. Gosh, I do love our people. I do. I love our people. I do. He's one of these guys with spirit too, so oh, she's so happy. She's so happy. And then he was in there and he was having nothing but like time to like shuck and jive. So maybe it was one of those experiences. He did say he had like a lot of fun in there. So that could be a thing. I think they took the oh. See, y'all always try to put on some of my music, but I got you. I don't like to have people, children on my thing. All right, so we had a nice day, the first day with the kids and the family. And it was just his family. You know what? Oh, this is so sad. I started to realize a lot of things when he was gone. And I didn't speak, I was doing other things. I'm trying to see if I can get the damn channel off the algorithm. Damn it, man. If it's anything. But you know what? It's like whatever you enjoy talking about, I enjoy talking about those too, I mean, I just thought something different was going to happen for them, but you know what? It's really not about something was really wrong with Chrisean. And I'm starting to feel like perhaps realize, like um that maybe he was protecting her. And at the time I started this, he wasn't my husband. He told me that he said, maybe did you ever think that maybe Blueface is protecting her? I'm like, what? In that kind of way? He's like, well, he's Blueface. How else can Blueface do it? Um, I'm gonna get to the Instagram one. He's like, how else can Blueface do it? This guy's a rapper. He's from the East, the West Coast or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, right? And he's like, they have that whole, sheesh, I thought that was you over there already. They have that whole pimp mentality. And it is true. It is very true, right? So, okay. And now, and then she didn't speak a lot. I'm starting to realize that when they were together, either she was high, people are quiet when they're high, right? Or I wasn't really listening, or is trying to, or it's the conversation becomes really clear cut if it is just, hey, we had a fight, it's, domestic violence, he did this, da da da. You know what I mean? Where there's like these events, right? And then I started thinking to myself, like, I didn't even know who Blueface was before this relationship. Was he just living a nice, quiet for a rapper's life before Chrisean? Did his life get really complicated um with this girl? And did she bring him down? I didn't
We've been on our show. We on your show.
I hadn't um juggled with that thought or pondered that thought before, right? But since he's been gone and she's been all her own, and I saw she was doing good for a while when she was out of the way, when we couldn't see her. And then she's more and more, she became more and more in the light. We see that she's not a good mom. And okay, this, so there was a few things, lots of things all over here you see that were disturbing leading up to this point, right? With just her and Junior, then we don't see Junior. And I was worried about the kid. I'm like, where is he? So then she says, I'm just gonna leave him off camera for a little while. Blueface comes. She knows Blueface is coming home. Why did you sleep with all these guys? Why did you sleep with all these guys if you knew that you were gonna run right back to him and say, what? That doesn't make any sense. And I just feel like then when this doesn't go your way, you're gonna, and I feel like this is what you're doing right now. This Blueface had a nice day yesterday. And then this next day he's home. He decides to go to this place. Carlissa said,
Oh yeah, I can call him Sing.
Come on, JJ. Hey, well, hey.
Oh, we got that last.
oh,
Say what's up to Baby Butter. Say hi,
wow.
Baby Butter.
Baby brother.
Yeah. Say what's up, Big Brother.
That is not going to be good. And you guys got to watch some of this. You got to watch the old playlist, the playlist that I made. I literally followed this thing from beginning to end. What? And I said this because I have a keen ability. It does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. I'm not wrong. I'm not ever wrong. Um, yeah. I may not know all the things. I'm not psychic, but I said that this kid, look at how this kid, well, I think we all can kind of ascertain that. I said this kid was going to have an issue with the baby because the family is too all over the place. And what happens is, I said this when Jaidyn was pregnant with her daughter. She was in there curling her hair. Look at that video. Matter of fact, I'm going to put that video up as the main video once this is done. She's curling her hair or she's brushing that baby hair. She can't. And she's pregnant. And the little boy is behind her and she's talking to us and she's upset. It's about Chrisean. I mean, this is all this kid hears. And so before a baby can even be perceived, he just knows that this woman, this is a kid. All he's going to think is this woman is the reason why his family isn't cohesive. And not only that, she causes mommy stress. Mommy's always on this phone now away from me. And then daddy turned mommy into a performer, so she's gone. And I'm with grandma, da 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 da. And this and that. And then daddy this. And he's gonna see her as the whole literal devil in his little world. And so that child, unfortunately, you can't be around all the time. You guys know how kids can be. Kids can be the sweetest little darlings ever, darling. And they can be the most cruelest, wretched things ever born. Because they're people. They're just people. They're just little people. We're all just people. We're bigger people. Some of us are little people, you know? But this is why, the elderly, and I love the elderly and children because it's like the beginning and then it's the circle of life and it's at the end. And it's that they're at the most tolerable stages for me, the beginning and the end, the most tolerable stages and they're darling, no matter what. Because for the most part, children, people make children bad, right? Because here again, he's not been brought into a family that's already sewed up. He's, he's come into the world and his parents aren't married. Ugh. It's a different feeling, guys, when we all have the same last name in the home and you go to school and you do these things and daddy's in the home and all these things. It's a whole different thing. That's why Chrisean showed up to crash the goddamn party. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we'll get into this. Something I realized about Chrisean and that my husband brought to my attention is that she's socially awkward, which is okay, you know. We all can be and have been at some point in time. We weren't just Some of us weren't born with charisma, darling, And even if we were, some of us didn't know how to like, have it. I'm awkward as hell. I got all kinds of things going on. I'm not, no one's perfect, But see, it's better. The problem is Krishan's sweet, socially awkward, and in the wrong place, and was in the wrong place, trying to be something that she's not and absolutely no stewardship whatsoever. Those women in her life just they knew that she didn't have everything she needed up here to go off in California to survive. They all knew it. They all wanted her to fail. They all thought she was going to fail. They never thought this was going to happen to her for her. And that's the reason why the Lord put a twist and a turn on it. Just because every single person said nay. You know, um, it's a shame because, like I said, I saw the saint in her, right? So, but when you get into the wrong rooms, the wrong people, at what is a sinner? What a saint? What is a saint? What a sinner? Who fell down and got up? You know what I mean? So, in any event, she's socially awkward, and I think, and so what he said is her social awkwardness is to the point that it gets obnoxious. If she's in the room, she has to make it has to be about her or she doesn't know how to act. And it's to the point where it becomes obnoxious. And I think that that was perfecto. I think I think that was absolutely perfect. It could not have been explained in a better way. She's extremely socially awkward. And I see that. And it's fine. You just have to chill out and you can't make everything about you. So I thought that the thing with her was that after a while, like I'm not an idiot, right? And I'm going to give you grace and the benefit of the doubt. I say, okay, there's some things there, but this is something that can grow, right? With a few books and the right stewardship. Now I see that this may be a slight developmental issue thing there. And Blueface may have seen it and he's like, I gotta protect this girl, but he's Blueface. Still a creep. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Because she seemed to fell really, really hard without him. So here we go. So Carlissa says that she showed up for this day. Um, that she was not called there. We'll have to see if that's even true. I can believe it because of how she's acting. So let's take and thank you for staying with me through all that. I mean,
No, I don't like
this is
that.
why I'm here. Oh,
Junior. What about CJ? Who's
CJ, yeah, I like CJ. I like CJ.
Of course you
Or
do.
Sonny, I like Sonny too.
Sonny, I call
For
baby
me.
Jesus.
For me, Sonny. Only I can call him Sonny.
All right, Sonny.
Only I can call him Sonny. Come on, JJ.
Are you guys on a date? Is this a date? Is this a date? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? This is why Jaidyn was pissed. Like, just give him the.
All right, brother.
Oh, we got the last one. Say what's up to Baby Butter.
He said, what's the game? What's the game?
Baby Butter.
He said, what's the game? What's the game?
Yeah.
Baby brother. They both looking at each other like, whatever. Y'all stupid.
Say what's up, Big Brother.
I don't mean it like that. That's something we say where I'm from. Like, you stupid. You know what I mean? Like, you funny. That's funny.
Yeah, we getting this shit all the way together, man.
Oh, oh.
Here. Go there.
Okay. Here, you get the stroller.
That boy still got that stroke. That is a mess. And that's the problem. So this is something else that we realized. You know, the reason why Junior can't walk is because she's not practiced walking with him enough. She's not spent enough close to close time with him for him to even be like no one's been right there with him. You know what I mean? Because he's always got a stroller, he's always got a car seat, you know. Um, so my husband asked me one time, because I'm trying to figure it out, you know, this is what I do. You know, I talk about them and I'm like, that's why he's like, just make a YouTube channel about it. And I'm like, what is it? He said, did you ever see the baby in a walker? And I was like, have I? So then I'm like, and I've done these videos, you know, no, I try to stay away from the ones with the children anyway, but no way. You can go on TikTok. No way, no way, no way. You know, no way. He's not been in a walker. So this is really sad. My husband says that as long as he's a baby, Chrisean can do more. If that baby grows up and he becomes a toddler like he's supposed to be, then she can't do anything. Wow. And so I got to thinking about that, and that is very true. Children that are not walking around, they're not getting into as much. I ought to know. I got a little one, and he flies. Thank you, Jesus. Praise God. This is so sweet, though. I want, I want him to take the baby, regardless. I want him to take the baby. Chrisean doesn't need the baby. Chrisean has had the baby around 3 different men already. This is not about her. It's not about bashing Chrisean. I've not ever been that person. I've never ever look at the channel. I would have had a lot more growth if I was this kind of person. When I get disgusted, I'm not talking about it. Hurts my feelings too sometimes because, you know, I don't know. And, you know, whatever. And it's consuming and I have a life. So no. You know what I'm saying? Um, I had said to her through this video, at the point you are a mom, it is about your child. As soon as you have that child, your mom, who's this?
About to put my page on private. Dead on me.
Dead on me.
Got 24 hours to follow a before it's a secret society type thing going on.
24 hours to follow one.
I think Blueface did that better. I think he did that better. I want to see the one with Carlissa. Yeah, because that was an issue for me. Um, I'll see if they have that just with her by herself and Chrisean. Oh, yeah.
We're on live. Yeah, yeah. Pretty girl. She with Mom Dukes right now. Where your camera at? What is it called? What is the link called, Carlissa?
Come on now, you tripping now.
Yeah.
You doing
We
too
on
But
much.
live.
this is
No,
where
we
you
not.
messed up at, you idiot.
See, look, nobody want to be real on camera.
See, this is messed up. Nobody want to be real on camera. Why are you touching her? 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 That is so weird. That is so weird. And you know that that's weird, Chrisean. You know that that's weird to be touching her. So it's just like where we're from, you're touching her, you're touching her hair, you're punking her. You got like you literally punking her, you owning her, you touching her hair, or you're being weird, like you're fawning over her. Which one is it? Stop. Why are you being weird? And to our understanding, y'all don't even get along like that. And this is a family thing. Why do you come up there with this camera at a family thing? Why do you do this? And then you're going to tell all of us, see how they treat me, see how they act, this and that. That's not right. You don't come. That's not right. You shouldn't have touched her, and you shouldn't have. You look and look at the red in your eyes. I just caught it. Look at that. Look at that. Look. The camera caught it. The camera caught it. Cause see, you see what you see what you can say it. You the one that's gonna answer to him right to his face. You a mess, and you the one that called on him right to your life, your every little everyday life. You think that just because you gonna get down, you don't even get on your knees and pray. I like to see you get that whole circle of people down on the ground and pray to the Lord Jesus Christ like y'all supposed to. You ain't even starting to pray outright. Girl, I ain't even check you about that because he gonna do it. That's for him to do with you. That's for him to do with you. And that's why I stopped for a while because I suspected that when you tried to make it that gospel rap, why you just can't make it about Jesus? It ain't no gospel, it ain't no rap. Why you ain't make it about him? It was all about him. You should have took yourself, get your YouTube channel back. All these channels get then got money off you, girl. I'm gonna get to that because Blueface is real smart. He said we're gonna bleed them now. You heard what he say? He said everybody going you gonna follow now because I'm putting this on private. You got your eye knocked out or knocked the swole, and we can't even see the events because whatever happened, they said people got to go to the damn Patreon. He just started the goddamn circus. Pennywise then started the goddamn circus off day two. Now I don't know how he done it. All I know is he done it smarter now, however he done it. He say, listen, they ain't gonna catch me slipping up, talking crazy, doing nothing dumb. I seen the man keep his promise from day one. That's what I see now. He say he gonna be about his family. He come home, he be about the family. The first day you get back around this man that you claim that you love, look at you. Look at you. You touching all over her hair, and you know that that's not her hair. So you know that you're putting your hands that you didn't wash, oils all in her hair, and it's probably cost a couple $100 or something. It don't even matter. I don't care if it was $5. You don't be touching nobody here. Disrespectful. You disrespectful. And so for me, that's a bit more than I'm socially awkward because nobody's making it about me. You know what I'm saying? That's you disrespectful, girl.
Hey,
No, I don't feel you know.
we on live.
Okay, that's number one. Then this not your child. Why did you put that camera in that baby face? It don't matter. Now, Carlissa did say a lot of things in her live. And like I say, we could say a lot of things about Chrisean that's true. We don't have to make up stuff. She shouldn't have put that camera in that baby face because she know her and her mother don't get along. But Carlissa had the nerve to say that. You know, Sean, how she feel about her kids? She want her kids on camera. Girl, you had that baby on camera just yesterday talking about the baby smell like poop. And we see that the girl don't got no diaper because y'all got them goddamn tight ass pants on her. And she smell, you got poop, you got poop, you got poop. And so you putting all the little girl business out there. She is toilet age ready with no diaper on, and it's a possibility that she can smell like poo. Stop it, Carlissa. Do not nick and pick. Chrisean is a very, very extremely questionable mother, and we can just keep it all to that. We can keep it all to that, and we can keep it all to this trifling shit she did by coming to a family day and then putting us all. See y'all? No, I'm on live. I'm on our show. I'm on live. I'm on live. Girl, what are you doing? Wow. And I just feel like you really put her in a bad situation when you did that. Okay. So now they saying,
What's wrong with Chrisean's face? What's wrong with Chrisean's face?
Oh yeah, it's not a typo. 3 hours ago. Didn't anyone else peep this? Calissa posted it on her story and put it on Patreon. Mm. And she put it on Patreon. Did they fight? They wound up fighting. Y'all stupid. Y'all dumb. So this is the only other thing I suspected. I said, okay. Blueface had time. Let me see. Blueface had time to sit down and, really think about this situation and look at it like this. And I'm sure he's seen all of the channels that have like made money. Shout out to Ruby Kai. I think as far as something entertainment to watch and to make it like something you watch every now and then, like making it a whole show, I think she's done it. She's literally done it. She has won. She's won. She's literally won. Um, because we can sit and I mean literally laugh like when he called it the circus. I love watching Ruby Kai about this because it actually is funny. But so what I'm thinking is he's seeing that people have really made a lot of money with this on YouTube, right? And he started with the Blue Girls Club, things end how they begin. So I think what he's doing is he's forcing people who want to be in his life. You're going to be here and you're going to film whatever's going to happen here. We're going to film it right here. Because how were they able? See, now you got to be careful. So now either he is just like really fully monetizing his crip face life, crooked crip face life like this, or they are literally purposely doing this for drama now. Like now they're like gonna come up with the storyline like every day or every week for the Patreon people. Like now Blueface is gonna bleed us. Like, is that what's about to happen? I don't know. I don't know because I was literally considering subscribing to the Patreon just so I can keep you guys abreast of what's going on. And so let
I'm
me
going
know.
to post the messages where she is literally cussing me out and everything when all I asked her was, do you want me to bring the baby up there? No, I don't want you touching my hair today and trying to be extra friendly so you could get Journey on camera so Jaidyn can come up there and destroy the grandkids' whole moment with their dad after 2 years. You would do that? You would do that? She attacked my security guards on camera, federal agents.
Was Blueface locked up for 2 years? Blueface wasn't locked up for 2 years.
She attacked the security guards on camera. It's on camera. She attacked the
It's
fucking
almost 2026 though.
security guards. Jonathan is caught in the middle of the worst fucking experience of his life, y'all. Y'all need to pray for him because he is really trying to do the right thing.
I
And
only
people
pray
is
for the
playing
people
internet games and don't.
I only pray for the people that hold Jesus Christ near and dear in their heart. And those people, because they do, well, we could all use prayer regardless. But I would have to be sure about that first. And I am a prayer warrior. So, I think Blueface could be in trouble with this girl because she has made it clear that she does snitch. Oh, this is something else I realized. Blueface, now I'm not saying she did this, but I said, you know what? They just want to let's make sure because this guy's I think Blueface could be in trouble with this girl. Okay, that should be light enough. Ugh. Um, okay, because what I realized was that he was when he was arrested, he was actually on probation for a 2021 assault with a security guard. Diddy just got off on raping like half of New York City. So that doesn't make any sense. 2021, he violated probation that he was on in 20, so he was arrested in 2024. He wasn't locked up for 2 whole years, guys. Based off of violating probation for the assault of the security guard. The violation of the probation was finding drug paraphernalia on him. Who's going to know that you got drug paraphernalia other than the closest people to you? Drugs are personable. You usually only do them with one or two people unless you're Diddy. None of us are Diddy, guys. So it would be someone like one of your it would be someone close to you that would say, hey, this guy's got this shit on him right now. Bino said she's a snitch. She did tell us Bino's business. This is not looking good. I am not sure. And then it looks like Jonathan does love her. Wow. I don't know. That seemed like they were going on a date. Unless he's like just knows how to be nice, but I'm sure pretty sure he misses her. I don't know. This is crazy. I just hope he takes the baby. Just you know what? When he was sitting on the bed with Jaidyn and saying, "You're gonna have to get the baby, because we're gonna have to take the baby, this and that." He had his normal face. Um, he was right. That was his like higher self in spirit speaking. You know what I'm saying? And he's got to marry Jaidyn because you already have two children there, and that boy's gonna whip your ass. Your boys, you love that boy. That one that's getting tall fast, you know? I'm telling you, he's gonna get big one day, and he's gonna challenge you. And it may not be to a point, listen, just do right by him. The Bible says it, you don't anger the son to the point of um wrath. You got to read the Bible. And then the father is not supposed to poke the son too much either. It goes something like that, but you got to read it. But it's definitely that's the point. In any event, he's gonna try him. He's gonna try him because he's angry. He's angry. He's angry. He's angry. He's angry about all with his mom. And then Jaidyn has, and then what about all those women he had to see around his mom? Oh my God, that kid's been through enough. So Blueface, yes, I hope you are keeping your promise and you are gonna get this ish together. I think you need to get custody of the little boy, even if he's not yours. I think that Blueface is getting close to the kids. I was thinking that he did ask for the kid to be there because he was going to do like the guy did on Instagram and he's just going to get a piece of his DNA. You know what I mean? He's going to get a piece of his DNA and, hey, put this in your first mom. There you go. And he's going to get the kid tested. You know what I mean? And then that's it. But I think that regardless, he should take the baby because the kid's not in a good situation and he has the resources to provide the kid with a better life. It's the right thing to do. You already claimed that woman while she was pregnant. You slept with her while she was pregnant. Gosh, do the right thing. Claim the baby and you're gonna have to have a real talk with your oldest son about compassion and love and warmth and show him Disney movies. Because I think all of that gangster rap is gonna come and bite someone in the butt if he's around that baby alone.
Really give a fuck about their kids. That baby is somewhere. She drove off and left that baby. It wasn't no car seat, no nothing. She drove off and left that baby at Mount Tasia trying to follow my son. The Jonathan daddy don't got no diapers. He ain't got no food. He don't know what the fuck to do. Y'all need to start holding people accountable. This is not funny no more. This is not a game no more. And that was the ugliest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I believe it. I believe it.
And y'all watched her put that woman's baby on camera, knowing that Jaidyn
But
don't
that's not what was ugly. What was ugly is the fact that she left that baby. I hear what you're saying. I felt that too. Here's the problem I'm having
about her
though.
kids.
Why then do you say that you guys gonna have to click a link to see what happened on Patreon? See, I mean, I can say, people gotta survive out here. You see what the government's doing. People have literally made a living off of these people's family and their misfortune. So if Blueface wants to bleed them, I guess so be it. But at the same time, when you say this ish ain't funny no more, this and that, why are we acting like you couldn't get the court? Why are we acting like you couldn't demand the court to get a blood test? Because you're alive. You have John's DNA. His children are alive. John's alive. He was merely in prison. You can, they could have swapped him in prison. They could have done that. They do that. They do DNA tests in prison. What's wrong with you people? It's merely a sample. It's merely a swab that gets sent to the lab regardless. I mean, you know that sometimes they'll like put a heart like on a plane, right? What the fuck is saliva? Wow. So this is the thing with her. It's like, yeah, I get this, and I'm gonna address what she did too, and I don't have to. But it hurt me. And if it gets to Chrisean, I don't know, because I don't even know what I'm dealing with that girl. I thought I did, but there's still girls out there that may have thought they were like her, can identify with her or thought they could, and then it got real wild. You know, again, we've all been in similar situations, but we're not all Chrisean. Um, you know, girls have got to stop cracking their legs open, and they have to wait until they're women because when you're a girl at heart and in mind, you are going to attract boys. Boys play with toys. Boys like to toy. You know, when boys are approached with women, they tend to run or stand up straight, darling. Yeah, he'll get it together for you if you're the one. But you can't be a girl. You can't be a girl. You can't be a girl. You have to be a woman. Have you ever heard the girl that stood the test of all time? Everybody wants to catapult into places and positions and things, spaces where they don't really know what they're about. They can't really fathom the fabrics of these hallways and these byways and these rooms that they want to be in, right? So they don't even know the people that they're dealing with or what it takes to get there. But then you're working with the framework of a girl's mind on top of it all. Okay. So that's why I say it's best. The Bible tells you that. Save sex for marriage, save love for marriage, because that's a safe place. You got them now. Now, listen, I learned the hard way. You know, I learned the hard way if you watch this channel. It's the reason why I connected with Chrisean because I thought Blueface was being abusive to her. I was in an abusive relationship, and I thought that was something that she had to get out of. I didn't know she was a real problem. I think they were both the problem, and they both clearly were violent. But again, in his absence, I can really, really see the detriments of Chrisean's situation just alone. Um, so in any event, so this thing is expected to happen. Um, with that whole thing, now this is a girl with the baby. This really hurts me. She said she left that baby with no bag, no anything. And I know she did that. I know she did that. I think that's why she came because she couldn't wait to do that. She couldn't wait to do that. She couldn't wait to do that till he came home and bam, I'm out. The way she acted in here, it made me feel like she wanted trouble. It made me feel like because everything was okay when Blueface was talking to her, right? But then when we can't see where he is, then all of a sudden she's starting to, she wants to have trouble with Carlissa and all this thing. Uh, and it's like, what's up now? What you talking about now? All this kind of crap. So it's like she had to make her escape, right? So I feel like this is one of the things I was hoping that she wasn't going to do and that she wasn't doing. Things are going nice, but she needs to get rid of the baby, right? So she's got to poke at someone at something. And that's why I felt like she was doing with Carlissa. So then Carlissa can, but I'm so glad that Carlissa didn't feed into it because you know what? I think she's a pretty good grandma. I think Carlissa's a pretty good grandma. And I like that. I glad her. And, you know, I'm not, but I think she is. And, because she didn't feed into it, she was over top of the situation. And Chrisean was not expecting that. It's like they were ready for her. It's like they were ready for her BS today. So she couldn't get any trouble with Carlissa. And I think maybe she tried the dad. And they're like, nope, don't feed into it. Don't do it. She's going to try to leave us with that baby. And she did it anyway. And she still left him with the baby anyway. She's a mess. And it's really bad. It's really, really sick. Because they don't know the baby like you know the baby. And then you talked all that mess. Why would you even go through all of this? You knew more than we knew. You allowed us to believe that the baby wouldn't be safe with them, that they only wanted to be a part of the baby's life because of the money and the fame and put him on camera. He's this $1 million baby. Look at that mess. Did he turn into the $2 baby or what? And I ain't saying that he is, but this is what you left him like he was. You left him like he was. I seen that baby in the security lab. They said you left that baby with the Twitch people. If he ain't with Terrain, then who he was been with then? When you was at the Halloween thing. I think she come there to do that on purpose. Now, this is why I felt shamed. I felt personally ashamed when she said she done that. I was young before. I was young before. My oldest son
Y'all
is
can
an
record me,
adult,
but I can't record y'all.
and that's not right. I did something that was similar, and it's very, very hurtful. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that. I don't go. I don't want to talk about it. I don't think about it no more. My son is a grown man now. But I understand. I understand how that was very ugly, Carlissa. And I'm sorry that that happened to that baby.
Okay?
What?
Play that over. You guys want to go bowling? Bowling, 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 bowling. And if any bitch play about my kids or disrespect my kids or disrespect me about my kids, yeah, we gonna see how far I'm willing to take you. I'm not no buster bitch about my kids, okay? I don't let anybody just play with them. I don't let anybody just be around my kid. I don't let anybody, it ain't like that over here, okay?
What?
What?
Play that over.
And I get this all made up every day. And you see how long it took her to do those baby hairs that one day. So Jaidyn just threw this on real, real fast just to take the kids bowling. Not because she knew Blueface was gonna be looking. What is all this? What is all this? This is a whole beat with a white t-shirt. Wow. And we going bowling. We only going bowling. But the little girl don't even got her hair done, Jay. You ain't even got no jam in there. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all. Wait a minute. 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 Carlissa, that's our hair. She got our hair. So she gonna brush the baby hairs for 2 hours, but she ain't gonna brush the little girl hair for 5 minutes. All right. Okay. I got you, boo. Yeah, I got you. Ain't gonna do that little girl hair. But you gonna put on all that makeup and lashes. Ugh. All right, y'all. I'm over it. I'm over it. That's the first day out. So make sure y'all. I will be talking about. God knows. Let me see here. He tried to put me in this corner. Um. Make sure you like the channel, like the video, share the video, consider subscribing to the channel, and yeah, somebody hook up the Patreon. I might do it, and if I do it, hit the bell because that's how you're gonna know. And I'm gonna see you next Princess Life Late Night. I can't be.